This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? I'm here with Matty K and Nick Young on Monday night. And we got Jimmy Collins and Larry Burns from Canada. We missed you Saturday, Larry. We needed all the help we could get. And where were you, Larry? Where were you? Jolene is here. All right, so Matt, apparently his wife is poisoning him, so we'll get some news on that now. How you doing, Matt?
I'm all right. Actually, starting to recover.
Yeah. Actually, he had some food poisoning or some such thing and has been sick, so we'll see if he makes it. And then if he doesn't, we can always make fun of him later, which is always fun. Dave, Max says, greetings, fellow mortals and Matt. I think. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Oops. Puke session or shit session?
Why do I want to know this, Nick? This is my problem. I don't want to know this.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
Like.
It's all right. We don't need to know. Just, Matt, there's a mute button. Use that. Let's see. Yeah, Trump is home, so he's out of the hospital. Jeff Vyer's here. Anita's here. Max is here. Alan McMillan is here. Okay, so Nick, how are you doing?
Apparently, I'm much better than Matt right about now.
Yeah, Matt, you sure you want to do this tonight, bud?
But I have had food poisoning.
I have too, 3 times, and it does.
Think you're gonna? I also had blood poisoning.
Well, I never had. Well, minor cases, like if something gets infected. Well, one time I almost died, but that's another story.
Yeah, like Matt said, you don't know whether to bend over or sit down.
Oh, I had one time so bad that I was actually hoping for death. I was.
Oh, it's that bad. Believe me, I was too.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally laying out in my front porch.
Well, this time was like I couldn't puke or shit. It was like I just had real bad cramps and felt fucking like I was gonna pass out.
You sure you want to do this tonight?
Time will tell.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, before we get started, for those of you who know him and don't know, Johnny Rourke, who was doing his own videos, had some health problems here last month. Supposed to have open heart surgery today. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And he was a good voice. He was. And I didn't know him well. Some of you guys did. I know Jimmy did. As well as you can know somebody online. And he was, to me, he always seemed like a really decent guy. So anybody who is of the Christian or otherwise, do your thing. We hope the best for his family. And he will be missed. He touched some lives on the social media. So, good guy. He was. He was a good guy. And he will be missed. Anyway, as Tiffany here said, Trump left the hospital like, 6:30 or something, and I guess he's back at the White House. Melania says she's feeling better and is resting up at home, which I'm assuming means the White House. I don't know. Johnny was a patriot through and through. Yeah, Alan knew him pretty well. Yeah. These guys, he looked like an old, Tennessee hillbilly or something, but very intelligent guy and knew what was up. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, like I said, if you are a praying sort, couldn't hurt. So, I don't know what to say past that. I didn't know him that well. I watched a few of his videos. The ones Facebook would let me watch more than 4 seconds at a time. And I know he was on here, and I know the things he was saying. So I liked him. I did. Lived in New Mexico. As I said, pretty decent guy. He was. And he knew what was up. And in his way, just like in our way, he fought for what he believed in, which is nice. I got to tell him I loved him just a few hours before he passed. Well, good for you, Jeff. I sent him a couple of texts on Messenger. One, I think him or someone looked at, didn't say anything, and the other one, I don't think I don't think they saw it. I don't know. I want to thank Jimmy Collins for letting us know. So anyway, I guess we'll move on here. I don't know. We can talk about anything you guys want to. It's fine.
By the way, we got the dog yesterday.
Did you? Okay.
Oh, that's early then. That's earlier than what you thought.
Yeah. And I was fucking sick as hell, so I didn't really mess with him too much.
Does he seem like he's getting
and of
along?
course, he's doing the puppy whining at night,
Mm-hmm. There is one thing I wanted to talk about, and it's this Supreme Court nominee supposed to start next week with the ridiculous campaign events that, whatever. Election day is in about, just over 28 days. Tomorrow, I believe, be 27 or something, or whatever. But the Democrats are so desperate not to have this woman confirmed. Does anyone see any credence in thinking that there are going to be positive test results for Democrats on that committee? Or getting through that, half the Democratic Party will get it suddenly, and there won't be a quorum. Does anybody think that's a possibility? Because they are running out of things to do, and this is the next logical thing in my head. Now, my head, as you well know, is not well, so that could be, it may sound stupid, I don't know, but somebody let me know what they think of that.
Oh, I've been thinking the same thing. That's entirely possible. They'll pull any trick out the bag from. But McConnell just says, fuck it, we're not going to do, we're just going to go vote. Fuck it.
That has actually been tossed around. I've heard that 3 or 4 different places. Not only from him, but from like.
Well, they were also talking about doing it remotely
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
You can't do it because it can't be done remotely. And
Yes, it can be done remotely.
Barrett said, well, yeah, you can. I do it all the time in hearings. We do remote hearing
Yeah.
and shit.
Guess what the Supreme Court's doing right now? Voting by telephone.
Yeah.
That's as remote as you can get.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? I vote for one via virtual voting. The
Yeah.
House has been doing it all this damn time. They've been hiding.
Yeah.
They were doing proxy voting for each other.
Yep. Back when it was back before when this first started, they were, yeah, when this first started, they were doing proxy voting. There's no doubt. Jeff Fire says yes, sounds correct, and he's sick of all the shit. Yeah, you and I both, Jeff. Jimmy Collins says I wouldn't put anything past him. Alan McMillan, I heard Schumer promising many tools in their toolbox. Yeah, it's kind of like arrows in your quiver.
Yeah, comparable.
Yeah. And I think really they just have delay tactics. They don't have anything to stop it, but I'm not sure if you can take a vote in the House of Representatives without a quorum. I really don't know, and it's possible that they have a way around it. But I don't really
The
care.
House doesn't vote.
Yeah.
The Senate.
Well, I'm sorry, the Senate. You're right. The Senate. But I don't care how sick you are. Somebody could shove a camera in front of your face and you just put your thumb up or down. I mean, it's not that fucking hard. I mean, I've had the flu pretty bad. I could do that.
Oh yeah, they've wheelchaired people into the Senate.
Yep.
And I mean, Robert Byrd, KKK dude.
Yep.
His ass showed up in a wheelchair because he was sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Destiny, how you doing? Good to see you.
So see, they caught a black dude, Biden's campaign manager in Texas, Dallas or something. Caught him ballot harvesting last week.
Good day. I didn't see that. Not surprising.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Jerry, they got the Florida man. You heard about the guy? The guy, the 60-year-old guy in Florida that decided he wanted to request a mail-in ballot for his
dead wife.
Dead wife?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he gets a felony charge, so the system works.
Yeah. Yeah. The first Senate Democrats refused to meet with Barrett, and then the next statement from Schumer is they couldn't consider voting without meeting and questioning the nominee. Well, you know what? My guess is there is something in place for something like that, but I have no idea. And I got to be honest, I wouldn't even know how to look that up. But, it's just what every dirty trick they've played in the last, God, how many years have it been now? 4 years. Just with this president, which has obviously been bad. That is not something that would surprise me. It's not something that would surprise me. Some of the Republican senators that are sick, I think there's a couple, said they'll vote, no problem, no matter what it takes. So it sounds like they have the votes. It's just a matter of getting the Democrats in the room and to vote it down so that they can vote it up and win. Of course, the hearings are going to be ridiculous. Supposedly they start next week. I imagine there's going to be a bombshell or two come out of some sort that turns out to be not a bombshell, yet just a lie, but we'll see. Maybe she was having lesbian sex parties and, having auctions or something with these people. I don't know. I shouldn't probably say anything out loud. We don't want to give them any ideas. My grandmother never voted Democrat till after she
And
died.
did she go to the same high school as Kavanaugh?
Yeah, yeah. She probably knew him. They had a business. Franklin Mohart Jr., how are you, sir? Good to see you. I know a couple of you weren't here when we first started, but Johnny Rourke has died. I guess he had bad heart, and he's supposed to have surgery today, open heart surgery. He didn't make it till today. I think it happened yesterday, actually. So just so you know, if you don't know him, he was a good guy, and he was one of us. So. Yeah, so I was just wondering. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, what else can they really do? They can't really accuse her of sexual assault. So they're going to have the abortion thing, obviously. That'll be a big deal. But what are they going to... What are they going to use against her? Because the Republicans...
Well, they want to pull the big religious thing on her, but that's against the law.
Yeah,
there's a First Amendment.
Yeah.
You can't, judge somebody by their religion. So
yeah,
that's a no-no. That's actually a federal law.
Well, the thing is, though, they'll get around that somehow because they're not too upset about breaking the law, I've noticed, but none of them seem to be. Didn't know him, but I'm sorry for the loss of the Patriot. Yeah. Johnny was a good guy. Everybody liked Johnny. I never heard anybody didn't like Johnny. Good guy. Yeah, it's just, I mean, what else are they going to use, though, besides those two things? The Republicans have no problem getting rid of abortion if that's what it takes. Okay? They really don't. And with Trump in office, I think that the Supreme Court may actually strike it down. From everything I have read, it's on shaky ground to begin with and probably should never have been put through, but, what are you going to do? So maybe, and there's a lot of other things too.
I'm not sure.
I actually have a fairly good feeling about this justice that she's, Trump may not always win, but at least it will stick to the Constitution as written. In answers Jerry questions, the Democrat will follow the same book they've always followed. They will accuse her of something they're guilty of. Probably accuse her of dumping votes in the ditch. I don't know. I don't think that. Obviously, he's being facetious, but still, of course, they do always blame everyone.
And then look at it this way: she can bring her two adopted Haitian kids, and the Supreme Court's got a new health staff right there.
Let's see. Dusty says maybe they'll say she bought or kidnapped her black children. She did. Somebody did already. It wasn't a politician. I don't believe. I believe it was a reporter. They've already done that.
They already came up with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Close to it. Yeah. It's racist that she went.
Yeah.
Adoption kids.
Yeah.
But if you go and look at, like the Angelina Jolies and all of these people who did it, it's perfectly fine. No problem.
Tell me what's racist about having a woman that probably makes, damn good money adopting two kids from a shithole. How racist is that?
Well, their claim was that she probably took them, out of the arms of their mother or father.
They were orphans, so I don't understand how that could
No,
possibly...
they were up for adoption. Those people were giving them away.
Yeah, but I've read they were orphans. How can you?
Well, she was a
how do you
work for the SEALs too?
How do you rips a child from the parents when the kid is an orphan? I mean, doesn't orphan mean no parents?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
but Democrats don't research. They just blurt out. So.
Spew. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all had a field day with Trump doing a little parade in the afternoon yesterday when they let him out. to go ride around and wave and shit. Oh my God, he thinks he's the king or something.
Yeah, suddenly they love the
Oh,
secret.
the world was ending.
Yes, they loved the frickin' suddenly loved the Secret Service. When Obama was in office, they wanted everybody fired because he might get killed. Yeah, no matter what. Yeah, it's so fucking backwards, man. I don't know. I was just wondering about that. So apparently it's not too far. I mean, I don't want to start a conspiracy theory, okay? I don't. But if suddenly 25, 30 people in a Democratic Senate get the fucking kung flu, I don't know about you, but I'm going to suspect something ain't right. Oh, the Supreme Court, two of them today, two of the justices.
I'm wondering how many they're not telling us about that already had it, and just want to say, "Oh, look, Trump got it," and they're making a big deal.
Who knows?
Well, then I heard the liberal theory that he didn't really have it. It's just it was grandstand before the election.
Yeah.
See, he got over in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's no big.
Well, I don't know. Iran University professor says Iranians praying for Trump's recovery because they fear Biden presidency. I believe that guy's probably dead by now, wouldn't you?
Or getting stoned right about now.
Yeah, he's probably up to his neck in dirt and with the rocks flying at his head. Dallas hair salon owner who ignored COVID lockdown orders in GOP runoff for state senate. Good for her. Let's see. Cal Cunningham. Where is he from? I think I heard something about this guy yesterday. He's going up against Tillis. He's a Democratic Senate candidate after he reportedly pulled out of a town hall event on Monday following the publication of steamy text messages between the candidate and a woman who is not his wife. Boy, that guy's got problems. This is in North Carolina. And this is the second one. This is the second.
I did see that story. Yeah.
This is the second one, apparently. So, there is a lady called Erin Brinkman,
And
who appears to be a Los Angeles-based lawyer who served on Cunningham State Senate Steering Committee from 2009 to 10. According to the LinkedIn profile of the woman with the same name. He's been having an affair with a good friend of mine since 2012, not the woman mentioned in the story. Needless to say, my friend was devastated. But my feeling is if they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Wow. Yeah, I think he's done. All right. Well, North Carolina.
What
just
what a
you
problem?
wake up buck naked in a hotel room with a gay escort. He'll have to go to rehab and say he's really gay, so then he'll deal with identity cards.
Apparently, the Texas Attorney General or something has been accused of taking bribes by one of his aides. The coronavirus
Perfect candidate, ain't he?
Yeah, coronavirus relief deal remains elusive as Pelosi and Munchkin continue negotiations. And apparently, the NBA finals ratings are in the toilet, which is nice because they suck. Maybe let's see, they believe in facts over the truth, hiding Biden feelings over facts. Poor old ignorant Democrats ain't got enough sense to pound piss in a rat hole. How the fuck do you do that? Okay, thanks, Dave. Nice. Wait till they start asking Trump why he didn't take the hydrochloroquine treatment. because he's not a doctor, and they gave him what they gave him, and that was the end of it. I mean, what do? You go in your doctor's office and tell him what pills to give you, and he does? If you are, you need to find a new doctor. My wife had a doctor like that. Believe me, you don't want to do that.
Well, yeah, they found these other things now that are more effective.
Yeah.
That was just a possibility back.
I've been seeing this stuff.
Or maybe because he said he took it a while back, it actually helped him recover quicker.
What is it called? Fucking riboflavin or some shit or another? But anyway, they've been talking about that stuff for a while.
Rip. Disappear.
I'm watching the debate between Shit for Brains and a Republican, Eric Early. I don't live in California, but I honestly hope Shit for Brains is voted out. Who is Shit for Brains? Oh, Schiff. It's got to be Schiff. Yeah, Schiff is an evil motherfucker. I'm sorry. Larry Burns says, yeah, it's disgusting. I don't care who I offended before. Funny enough, I still don't. The truth is the truth. There you go, Larry. That's an old saying from the 1800s, Jerry. Okay, Dave. Got enough sense to pound piss into a rat hole. Uh-huh. Why would that be an old saying? I don't understand it at all. Are you going to pee in a rat hole? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. They may like that. They're rats. They like shit like that. David Callaghan is here. How are you? Well, let's see what else.
Little buddy!
Let's see. Trump administration expected to settle with Purdue Pharma, considered victory for opioid victims. Domino's customer not warned not to eat food after girlfriend spots delivery driver's very vile act. Does anyone want me to read this story to find out what the very vile act is, or can we all just imagine for a short period of time?
Come on.
Figures Matt want to hear this. Of course, that's what I figured.
What do you do? Rub the pizza on his nuts or something?
No, there's nothing appetized about this special delivery. The UK branch of Domino's is investigating after a pizza delivery driver was caught on camera rubbing a customer's food on his crotch and then handing over the order. Jonathan Terry Buckinghamshire. Oh, of Buckinghamshire. Boy, you guys got some names for towns. I'm telling you. Buckinghamshire. During the night with friends. Okay, the great Missenden man was watching a movie with pals and digging into a tub of birthday cake flavored Ben & Jerry's from Domino's. When a call from his girlfriend stopped him cold in his tracks. About 20 minutes after we received that delivery, we went to get the ice cream out, and Whirly had called my girlfriend. She says, nope, you haven't eaten the ice cream. The Domino's have sent you. She then told me to go look at the Ring doorbell footage. Upon reviewing the video from the home security camera, Terry was horrified and learned that the delivery driver had knocked on the door and rubbed a pint of ice cream on his crotch before handing it over to the... You know, I get a feeling that although this is not good aesthetically or any other way, I don't think this guy did this for the reason these people were talking about.
I'm guessing there was a Trump sign in the yard or something.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he just balls itched and he only had one hand because he's carrying a pizza in one and ice cream in the other. And when the hell did Domino's start selling Ben & Jerry's? And this was in Buckinghamshire, which means it's England. Anything with a shire on the end is England. Tina Scott is here. Linda. Linda. I don't know a Linda. Hi, Linda. Okay. Defense of the Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Okay. Were the hairs blonde? I don't know, Alan. I don't know. I don't know. Why are you killing me, Alan? Why are you killing me, Alan?
Well, I don't get what angle you're going at for why they're accusing him. Was he like
I don't know. I mean, he had a
foreigner or something?
No, he had a pizza in one hand, he had the ice cream in the other, and I suspect that his balls just itched or something, and he had scratched them, and that got up on the camera, and they've made a big deal out of it to get pizza for life or something. I don't know. Then again, maybe he's just a fucking weirdo. I mean, it's not like that's completely out of the realm either.
Domino's must be real fucking good in England.
Well, there is a recall at Walmart. Big surprise.
That I want free pizza for life, you know.
Due to Listerine concerns. Apparently, they're mixing Listerine in there with it. Country Fresh voluntary recall of pre-cut fruit products over concerns they are contaminated with Listerine or Listeria. Okay, so don't buy any pre-cut fruit there from the Walmart. I'll tell you what states it's in. Hold on. Let's see, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, and, of course, Texas. So, don't buy any pre-cut fruit from those places.
Yeah, sometimes you get it in the bag salads, too.
Yeah.
Contaminate.
Yep.
Yeah, that might have happened to me. I don't know.
Oh, dear God. So, the Eskimo pies. They've changed the name. Finally. It's called Edie's Pie. EDY''S pie. How is that a frickin' derogatory name?
What was it before?
I think it was the Aunt Jemimas and the Uncle Bens and all the rest of it. It will be available by the new name early next year. We anticipate Edie's Pie ice cream bars to be on the shelf in early 2021. Our mission at Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream is to bring joy to everyday life with ice cream. Really, that's their goal, not money. They stopped making them back in June because of it. My guess is most Eskimos may never have heard of the Eskimo pie because there aren't a lot of 7-Elevens or Publixes out in the fucking tundra.
Oh, Eskimo pie. Oh.
So, got that going for us. Let's see. We'll go to Bree Barton. Let's go back to the comments. Who in the hell buys pre-cut? It's twice the price.
They want to take everybody out of business, don't they?
A lot of people buy it for like lunch and stuff, Larry. So scared.
Yeah, taking a plate to somebody or whatever.
Oh my God, I just got a loud important message on my phone. It said no cell service. Emergency alert. No calls, even the 911 now. Okay. Yeah, I know, Tina. I get things in the mail that they want to buy a truck I haven't owned in a year, and then they want to buy another one I haven't owned in 5 years. So, you know. At least they didn't call it the Inuit cake bar. That's true. Only derogatory. Hey, Greg, how you doing? To rich white kids that have nothing else to bitch about. Yeah.
We had to take the polar bear off the Klondike bar. It was white.
Yeah.
Gonna be a grizzly or something.
The little old lady, after observing a stock boy at the grocery store scratching his balls, says, "Don't you know it's not nice to scratch your balls before others?" The stock boy replied, "Would you like me to scratch yours first?" That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just waiting for these idiots to find Captain Crunch effects. I know, Larry. If they fuck with the captain, you and me, buddy, we're going tactical. Isn't Apple Jacks offensive to carjackers? Probably, but only if they're black. No. Or Indian, because they're kind of red. They got red in them, and plus they got white in them, so probably very racist. Yeah, it's a whole cowboy and Indian thing there going somewhere. I like Apple Jacks. They're all right, but Captain Crunch is the shit. You all should know this. Anyone who doesn't is, well, a communist, really. So.
Who was?
Some moron yells a question at Trump. Do you think you might be a super spreader? You know, I got to tell
He
you.
should have answered, do you think you might be a super idiot?
Yeah. You know, I wonder this a lot lately. I mean, there's a lot of things that these idiots say and scream out and so forth that I would be embarrassed to say. Am I off on that or something? I don't know. But that's one of them. Especially if you're supposed to be a professional journalist amongst probably 200 other ones. Joe Biden fantasizes about a coup de grace for Trump. Leftists freak out after President Trump says, "Don't be afraid of the virus." Pelosi, Trump acted frivolous with this virus. Why? He didn't give it to enough people? Is that what the problem is there, Nance? Nance must be drinking again. Or still, probably.
Yeah. He's losing his step of being a super spreader?
Yeah, I guess. That's probably why I didn't answer the other guy's question.
Never heard of that term before.
No, it's...
What, super spreader?
Yeah, super spreader can be in any kind of disease. They're used to when AIDS first came out.
I mean, for like the COVID thing, how do you know?
They call people like with AIDS that have unprotected sex super spreaders because they don't care. So this would be the same thing. Teacher scolds 10-year-old for saying he admires
Matt,
Trump.
There's stories out saying, is the White House a super spreader, area?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's like, Huffington Post and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah. A teacher at a Tacoma middle school kicked a 10-year-old student out of his remote learning chat room and scolded him for responding to a question about a person he admires with the answer, Donald J. Trump. Oh, jeez. Brendan Stanton, a teacher at PG Keithley Middle School, poses a question.
Kid just wanted to get out of school.
Each day to his kids' 6th grade students. On Friday, asked him, who is one person you admire and why? Students could write their responses in the online chat room. A screenshot in Rance's story shows Elsie Cusander's son wrote, Cusander's son. I admire Donald J. Trump because he's making America great again and because he is the best president the United States could ever have. And he built the wall so terrorists couldn't come into the U.S. Trump is the best person in the world. That's why I admire him. I see this kid getting his ass kicked on the bus on the way home. Oh, boy. The report notes Stanton, the teacher, almost immediately kicked the student out of the chat room, deleted the chat, and proceeded to attack the president while calling out the student for mentioning him. When the student called for his mother,
No, I don't know.
When the student called for his mother, Kusander heard Stanton berating the president and began filming the comments on her cell phone. The example that was shared in the chat, which I went ahead and erased for us, was not appropriate, right? Stanton said to his students, especially as the individual has created so much division and hatred between people, and specifically spoken hatred to many different individuals. Okay. The report notes Stanton would not even use the president's name during his rant, referring to him as that individual. Again, that individual has spoken hate to many individuals, and I don't think it is an appropriate example for a role model that we should be admiring. Remember back in the day when you were allowed to admire anyone you wanted? I mean, this is not like a new question. We used to have to do reports on this kind of shit. I mean, I always picked my dad or somebody, but nevertheless.
They're crazy. There's no other reason.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Trump.
The recording indicates he told her, the mother recorded all the conversation she had with the actual teacher. And he told her he deleted the Trump comment because it was not related to the question of the day he posed to the students. He also claimed his question to the students was to choose a computer programmer they admired, or alternatively, someone from their family or the community, such as a pastor or a coach. Donald Trump would not fit that prompt just because it was a little bit off topic. Stanton is heard saying Kusander on the audio recording of the conversation, and they claimed he deleted her son's comment about Trump because another student made a comment about it. My perspective has nothing to do with Donald Trump himself, right? I try to keep politics out of the classroom. This is after he talks shit about Donald Trump. He tries to typical fucking Democrat. I do try to keep politics out of the classroom because students have different opinions, right? And so if the way that I said it was not perfect, I do apologize. What I was trying to say is just, hey guys, let's get back on our topic of the day because we really need to get moving into our content, which is on our computer scientists. Despite this comment to Kusander, Stanton returned his own political position, admitting he was offended by her son's statement that Trump border wall keeps the country safe from terrorists. But we know that our neighbors to the south border are not terrorists, right? Have you heard of MS-13? I don't know. When Kusander informed Stanton that she came to the United States from Honduras, the teacher said to her, so you would understand, assuming she was not opposed to illegal immigration. After Kusander revealed she recorded the incident, I do apologize if my words were not perfect at the time. If I said that Trump was a hateful and divisive, that may have been what I used at the time, but my purpose was bringing us back. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Anyway, the teacher said he would apologize to Kusander's son. I'd give anything to be in the room for that. I'm guessing it's going to be I'm sorry, but, which is not an apology. Rance said he sent multiple emails to some guy at KTTH. His last name, I guess his name is Rance. She sent him a question: how can a teacher teaching his students horrible things about the president of the country without facts? Rance said he sent multiple emails to Stanton, the school principal, and the district communications manager, but received no response. He commended Kusander for being a vigilant parent. Let this be another reminder, pay close attention to what teachers are telling your kids. Some of their politics is bias. Some of their political bias is pretty clear. Yeah, big surprise. Howard Stern compares SCOTUS Rose Garden
It's a little
event.
easier to find out about it that the virtual shit now.
Yeah, yeah. That's why a lot of teachers don't like it. Don't want the parents around when they're doing it. Howard Stern compares SCOTUS Rose Garden event to Jonestown Massacre.
I compare Howard Stern to Jonestown Massacre.
Michael Rappaport asks if Buffalo's Sarah Huckabee will replace Kaylee McEnany. Actually, Kaylee got the COVID. She just announced it. I believe it was this morning, actually. Right, Michael Rappaport is an actor. For those of you who don't know him, you would recognize him if you saw him. If you don't know the name, but he is a vile, hate-filled human being. So, Bill Cosby is a super predator. Same
Total
thing.
B-lister or C-lister as well.
Sounds like the kid is really paying attention.
Yeah, I
They
think
can see
Alec
good in
Baldwin.
people when it comes to the president. Kids can see, they can see and they know good and bad. You're right, Frank. You're right. Some people admire the likes of Eminem also. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I'm glad I'm not raising any children. A case could be made for admiring Hitler when he paints. Yeah, no, there isn't. Totally off topic here, but I'm working on an image of a woman putting on lipstick in front of a vanity dresser while shelves on the wall are filled with severed heads of her enemies. Eric, why don't you start drawing like cartoons?
Nice.
You need help, Eric.
Yeah, you need a lot of help, Eric. More than we can give you here, but you should really start working on cartoons because I've seen some of these, comic books. They sound like some of them be right up your alley. You should do that, Eric. You can become like Stan Lee, but the weird one. Be fine.
How do you even come up with that idea?
Okay. I got 2 words for you, Nick.
I couldn't have thought it in my wildest dreams.
Yeah, I got 2 words for you there, Nick.
No clue.
Yeah, I got 2 words for you. Eric Driver.
Good Lord.
Definitely have to watch the kids in school because things teachers say will stick with you forever. A lot of them, yeah. It's absolutely true. Especially when you're young.
Amen, Franklin.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Especially when young children. Now you get to be 17, 18, you start forming a few opinions here and there, and but everything that you've been taught at home, everything you've been taught at school has helped to form those opinions. So if you're being taught at a stronger foundation at home, that is going to outweigh what you're learning from teachers or anybody else's opinions. So that's just the way it is. I don't remember teachers giving us political opinions when I was in high school. I knew we had teachers that did not like white kids being where I went to high school. They did not like white kids at all. We had 2 or 3 of them, and the principal, who did not like white people coming to his school. But I don't remember any of them spouting political opinions.
I've had a couple of, I've never heard political opinions out of any teacher, but boy, I've had some black teachers that were racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Against white people.
Yeah. Well, I went to an all-black high school because back then they were still integrating some of the schools, or probably the last vestiges of them. And they were not happy. Many of them were not happy we were there. Some of them didn't give a shit one way or the other, and others didn't care if we were there. They were good. I remember one teacher told me she didn't care what I learned or not. She was there to collect a paycheck. I've had teachers tell me they didn't care if we learned or not. We would pay the price. I never heard the paycheck part, but The idea for the final of a series of images I was paid to create with a theme of horror circus. The last image is her turning the tables on the circus freaks that tormented her. Huh. Okay, Eric.
Well, if you want a horror circus, just draw the last 4 years of the House Democrats.
2 years. Well,
Put
actually,
lipstick on them.
yeah, because Paul Ryan was a Democrat. He just didn't want to admit it. Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Well, Eric, you're getting paid for them. I hope it's a good amount of money, and I hope you obviously enjoy doing it, so that's good. And I'm just screwing with you, but you really should look into the comic book thing, get some characters together, and I believe, Eric, you may just, well, Eric, you're insane, so I think you need that for some of these things I see, so that would be good for you. That would. Anyway, back to the news. Deborah Messing, our favorite actress, accuses Trump of making money off his COVID. How the fuck is he doing that?
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, these people are idiots. Deborah Messing falsely accused President Donald Trump of making money off his COVID by selling a commemorative coin of him defeating the deadly virus. Let's see. Trump is making money off his COVID. President Trump defeats COVID.
I haven't seen that commercial yet.
Yeah, me neither. He's a malignant, vile, narcissistic monster. Hashtag Trump lied, 200K died. The Will and Grace star tweeted Sunday. Listen, tweeting is very bad, and if you look at it, you may die. Messing spread the rumor after the White House gift shop, a private business run by a man named Anthony Giannani, sent out an email advertisement on Sunday. The White House gift shop is completely unaffiliated with the actual White House, and the White House is not a recipient of any of its sales. Located in the White House for nearly 70 years, is now privately and permanently endowed and now operates independently of the U.S. government by an official transfer of secession rights from the U.S. Secret Service Benefit UD Fund, now with exclusive trademark protections officially granted by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. So in other words, Trump ain't making no money off his stupid coins.
Oh boy.
I doubt very seriously if he makes
commemorative coin that's not going
to
be worth a penny more than it is now in 50 years.
Yep. Antifa violence continues in Portland. Was anyone surprised to hear that? Okay. Let's see. Making money off his COVID. Does he have Affleck? That was pretty good. Hell, somebody should paint an ugly picture of Carol Baskin, the lady from Tiger King. All you got to do is show a lifelike picture of her. She's not good looking. I used to like Deborah Messing. Well, to be honest, I didn't care about her one way or another.
Don't know who that is.
Deborah Messing used to be on that gay show. What the fuck was the name of it? Oh, what the hell was the name of the gay show? Anybody remember? Will and Grace. That's what it was. And then they tried to come back, but didn't do too good. I literally can't wait for Trump to win, but I think these idiots are going to take insanity to a whole new level. I'm not, I'd like to say I'm not sure, Larry, that that's possible. But as we can see, they seem to do it every day. Robert Lawless on a trip across the country, apparently. I don't know where he started, but where are you now, Robert? We have to wait for an answer, so I'll get back over here to the news. Let's see. WAPO's Jennifer Rubin irate Trump returning to the White House. Yes, she'd much rather return to the homeless shelter down the street. Anti-Trump activist chants outside welcome.
Now, when's the
your leader's gonna die? Oh, that's beautiful.
the Pence Harris debate Wednesday?
Yeah, I think it is Wednesday, and then Trump says on the 18th he's gonna debate, Slow Joe. So, I guess we'll. This point. Yes, Nick, it can. Just like Jimmy Collins says. This is Jamie. We're almost to Fargo, North Carolina. Watch out for the wood chippers. It's no good there with wood chippers. Next thing you know, you got blood all over the snow. You're cleaning it up. Police are showing up with a funny hat and it's in a cold. It's no good. Go somewhere else. I'm telling you, I watched the movies.
Did you ever stay home?
I don't know. They probably hit the lottery or something. They're just taking a tour of the country. So listen, are you guys in the camper? Or are you in where are you in the truck? What are you in?
I don't know.
So anyway, we're talking to Jamie. I guess Robert is probably in the back drinking beer and playing guitar, and Jeeves is driving, I suppose. I don't know.
What's the object of Fargo, North Carolina, or wherever it is?
Well, they're driving across the country, so I guess that's just like the first stop, because I think they started today. Let's see, Harris and Pence will be separated by plexiglass at the VP debate. Good, that way Pence won't catch whatever Harris has, because it ain't good. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mom arrested after toddler found living in tiny cage with a 10-foot boa constrictor.
Really? Don't tell me it was in Florida.
Oh, God, please don't let it be in Florida. Please don't let it be in. No, this is in the UK, I believe. Let's see, a shocking picture. Oh my God.
Same difference.
It's true. Shocking picture shows a toddler forced to live in a cage alongside a 10-foot boa constrictor in a trailer where an arsenal of weapons and drugs were found. 3 adults have been charged after a 1-year-old was found by police inside a kennel surrounded by mice and snakes. Police were called to the trailer.
What'd they do?
Oh, wait.
Run out of fucking pet chow or something?
This is the Daily Mirror. I don't know. Maybe it's not from England. It says here, Henry County, Tennessee, after receiving reports of animal neglect and were stunned with the sickening scene. The little boy was found in a 4x4 cage, which I have actually sitting outside the dog cage, so in the living room with no toys or blankets. The boy's mom, Heather Scarborough, 42, her boyfriend, Thomas Brown, 46, and his father, Charlie Brown, 82, have been charged aggravated child abuse and aggravated cruelty to animals. Yeah, okay. Following the raid in June, Henry County Sheriff Monty Ballou said there were 8 snakes in the room, stating, "With all law enforcement experience up here, it's hard to find something that actually shocks us. It's never been seen. I've never seen this before. I can guarantee the gentleman up here with me, I've never seen this before." As well as the child, investigators found 17 semi-automatic guns and more than 100 marijuana plants. An estimated 600 animals, including cats and dogs, have still. Holy shit. These people got a piece of property. I'm looking
600?
I'm looking at the fucking picture. It is literally loaded up with pet cages. Some have roofs on them, some don't. Holy shit. Yeah, and there's the husband. He looks like a piece of fucking work. And dad, yeah, he looks like a piece of work too. Let's see. According to reports in the U.S., the thousands of cockroaches and maggots infested the room, which was caked with dog feces. Michael Cunningham of the Animal Rescue Corps said he was confused. They were completely filled to the top with feces. It was a complete mess. They had marijuana plants growing in 5-gallon igloo coolers, which, you know, hey. Defense attorneys have denied the boy was made to live in the kennel, instead describing it as a makeshift playpen for a lower income family. Yes, because all lower income families put their child in with a 15-foot fucking boa constrictor. 56 dogs, 10 rabbits, 4 parakeets, 3 cats, 8 snakes, 1 pheasant, and 531 mice, rats, and hamsters, and 1 gecko. They also see 17 guns and 127 marijuana plants. I would imagine the mice and the rats are for the snakes. Wow. Well, there you go, folks.
Did nobody know they had a kid in a cage in that place?
I don't know.
Well, I never seen it.
I got to tell you, places like that, Nick, you know as well as I do, there are places right around where I live that I would not walk on the property without beeping a horn by the road. So I don't know. And these people don't look that friendly. And, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, you don't just drive up on somebody's property and go knock on a door. For the longest time, the UPS guy would beep when he came up here. Let's see, I don't know why people do that. You just don't put a small child in with a large snake. That is just ignorant. It makes all hobbyist people who love snakes look bad. This is... Wonder why they want to put more laws against us and keep us from keeping reptiles, people being irresponsible. Well, that's the same way with guns. It's no different. No different.
All people with snakes look bad.
My 11-foot boa got a hold of my hand when I was feeding her. My son got her off me. Yeah. But once they do that, I hope they're never allowed to own animals again. At least that's the way it should be. It should be, but, you know. I'm sorry. I don't care. You don't put your kid in a cage. I mean, I get it, you know, but not with an 11-foot or 20-foot, whatever the hell was snake. Sorry. Don't do it. You should have to apply for permission to have a child to make sure you're fit to have a child. In these days, I have to agree with you. Eric Driver wants to know if they had their grower's card.
These days, yes.
Yeah, Eric, I don't think they will worry too much about a grower's card. When I first moved here, we had a very small, about 6x6 greenhouse that was built. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't for corn or beans. Okay. It's no longer there because we never used it. But, you know, out here, there are a lot of places you can grow pot without it being seen from the air. So, and we do have the sheriff's helicopter
They
flying.
grow it here for personal consumption.
We don't have that in Florida. Now, there are growers here that have licenses for whatever, but I'm pretty sure they have to sell it to the medical people. And in Gainesville, there's a big dispensary for marijuana. And snake is good eating. Enjoy yourself, Alan. You can have my share. Not when there's a perfectly good cow around. Let's see. Oh, this was a light weekend in Chicago, by the way. 34 shot, 3 dead. It's usually up around 50 and 8, 10, something like that. So let's see. Here's something.
They slacking. Gotta be a reason.
Yeah.
Must be a reason.
Maybe it's raining all weekend. Who
What
knows?
could have been?
Could have been raining all weekend. Who knows? Machete, here's one. Machete-wielding man in gorilla suit threatens to blow up apartment building, North Dakota cops say. See, that kind of shit can only happen in North Dakota. I'm telling you. I know nothing about North Dakota. But I can tell you that that thing would happen there. Man in a gorilla suit with a machete. Which is nice. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the old native gorilla species in North Dakota. There.
Yeah. A man dressed as a gorilla and wielding a machete was arrested Friday after North Dakota police said he made threats against people in an apartment building. Fargo. Where's Robert? Don't go to Fargo. Fargo police arrived at an apartment building around 12:30 a.m., of course, because nothing good ever happens after 12 p.m. in North Dakota, or a.m. rather. After reports that shots had been fired, officers were told there was a man on the property dressed in a gorilla suit. He would have to be, and carrying a machete. Fargo police said in the news release. When police spoke with the witness, they learned that the supposed gunshots were actually large fireworks that the man in the gorilla suit had threatened people inside the apartment building. He planned to blow it up. Police evacuated residents from the apartment building before talking with the man, later identified as Jordan Pickett, 26, for several hours. He ultimately surrendered, and police took him into custody. He probably needed a banana. Oh, he was taken to a hospital for a mental health evaluation.
Tranquilizer gun on him.
He was taken to the hospital for a psychological evaluation before he was arrested and charged with terrorizing. How nice. Jeez.
Well, at least they didn't shoot him. Then they'd be burning down Fargo because
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
Let's see. Wow, a woman who stole goods for 19 years and sold them on eBay has been sentenced to prison in order to pay $3.8 million. It is so good. "54 months."
Taking so long. Cancer.
A Texas woman has been sentenced to 54 months in federal. Kim Richardson, 63, agreed to pay $3.8 million in restitution following an investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, announced in a news release. Lived in Dallas, shoplifted during her travels across the U.S., and then sold merchandise on eBay via direct internet sales before mailing the items by U.S. Mail, Federal Express, and United Parcel Service. Shoplifting tools to disable security device would exit the store by placing the stolen merchandise in large black bags she carried. Richardson assisted in the sale of items on the internet as well as packaging and mailing stolen items. CNN could not determine if Richardson had a lawyer. She had been ordered to serve a sentence following by 3 years of supervised release. Buyers who purchased the stolen goods sent about $3.8 million into 4 PayPal accounts linked to Richardson. During her sentencing, the court said it would be virtually impossible to identify everyone who was a victim of Richardson's scheme, according to the release. Well, the people she sold it to weren't victims because they got what they wanted, probably at a cut rate price. So, let's see where we're at here.
Goodell has another brainstorm.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Right. Same thing happened with Harambee. Yeah, it tasted like seasoning. Jimmy, I had a fry in a fish fry, so it was tasty but firmer than most fish. Okay, they're talking about, I believe, snakes. Okay, we switched. She's driving. Did you hear my Fargo story about the guy in the gorilla suit and the machete? You can't go there. Don't go to Fargo. It's very bad. Between the wood chippers and the fucking guy with the gorilla suit and the machete, you can't go there. You'll die. It's what happens in Fargo. Haven't you seen the movies ever? White privilege, the ability to go through whatever life throws at you without blaming another ethnic group. Good one, Dave. That's good. So before, it knowing you, Robert, it is. You were a good guy. You were. We'll have a nice remembrance of you. Don't worry, because the Fargo with the gorilla suit and the wood chippers is not going to be good for you.
Gavin Newsom has appointed a whole committee to write up a report and in and outs of giving reparations to African descendant of slaves.
Yeah,
it's got to be done by next June or something.
Yeah, considering that California entered the union as a free state, that's kind of hard to fathom. But then it is Gavin Newsom, so.
Yeah, now he's saying he's going to lock down the state again, and if places of worship don't follow his rules, he's going to close them down.
Wow.
By force.
The Michigan Supreme Court told Gretchen Whitmer that you can't do that kind of shit, and she is pissed. So sad for her. It really is.
It's that.
It's very sad for her.
But every state controls their own laws,
Yeah. Yep. And she went to the Michigan Supreme Court apparently thinking she would win, I guess. I don't know. There's probably some lawyers in their government entity that are being fired as we speak. Virginia
What's
politics.
Bill de Blasio ran about yesterday? I can't remember.
Oh, who the hell knows?
Wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, that's probably your
Oh,
best
no, you're right. It was Bill de Blasio that did that shit. Yeah, Newsom got his own goddamn problems over there. He's a dick, but
No.
de Blasio that said that shit. He said, you're going to follow my rules
Oh.
if you don't like it in New York.
Well, I know last week he threw the cops under the bus for not wearing a mask and said they should be disciplined and stuff. Again, not that that's a huge surprise, but nevertheless.
Well, he also threw the nursing homes under the bus, too, for him forcing COVID patients to go into the nursing homes.
Yeah, but
and causing 11,000 goddamn deaths.
Yeah, but Cuomo didn't do that. Didn't you read the book? Cuomo didn't do that. That was Cuomo did not do that.
No, it was a nursing home.
No, he read a book.
Nursing homes did that, right?
No, yeah, he wrote a book saying he didn't do that. It wasn't his fault.
Well, yeah, that makes it all true.
Yeah. Let's see. Robert says it's weird watching you and going 75 miles an hour. That's because of the magic mushrooms we require you to take in order to stomach this show. That's why. Whitmer said
It's a trip.
Yeah, Whitmer said some nonsense about her being above the law, and the Michigan Attorney General shut that shit down. Yeah, good, because Whitmer is not above the law. She is a whiny little bitch who, let's face it, all these lockdowns and this bullshit has nothing more to do than the fact that the Democrats are going to keep doing it till the election. And then at some point, Trump was going to get involved, and they're all going to have to stop. The riots, the fucking protest, all this bullshit's got to stop. Okay? Because so many people in these cities, their civil rights are being non-existent because of this shit. Their civil rights are being wrecked by people who think it's okay to burn down cities and the rest of the bullshit. And people are getting beat. This shit all has to stop. Jeannie Smith, how you doing? I keep wanting to call her Jeanne, but it's not Jeanne. I like Jeanne, but it's not that. It's Jeannie. I dream of Jeannie with her light brown hair.
We actually had a payroll manager that spelled her name the same way, and it was pronounced Jean.
Jean? Well.
Jean.
La-di-da. Yeah, I bet it's pronounced Jeannie, but she just likes Jean because it sounds so much more sophisticated. I mean, the French could make taking a shit
we do live
good.
in Louisiana.
Yeah, the French could make taking a shit sound romantic, so keep that in mind. Let's see, would that be iced tea you drink there? No, that is lemon and water, actually. I drink water. I don't drink iced tea. I don't know. I drink water and coffee. That's it. Once in a great while, if I'm out, I'll have a Coke. You said it right. No one ever does. I'm awesome tonight. Well, that's true. That's true, Jeannie. That's true. Or I'm sorry, Jean. I am Red Fellows. Has Stephen been in touch? She put an apology post out to Matt and all of us. I know. We know. That's over with. We're not talking about that anymore. Grandmaster Jay is a fucking joke, but it makes me nervous. Who the hell is Grandmaster Jay, and why are you nervous about it?
What weren't we talking about anymore?
I don't know. Who the hell is Grandmaster Jay?
He was a rap artist or a DJ or one of them some bitches. I don't remember which band he was in. But I say band, I mean group that spins records or something.
Well, why is...
Well, what did he do?
I don't know. Why is I'm trying to find this out. Okay, the NFAC leader. Oh, is this the one where I fucked up last week, Jimmy? Stop putting that on the screen. I forget what that stands for, but I think he's somebody on Facebook or something that does a lot of speeches. I don't know.
Yeah, not fucking around something or another is what it stands for. They came to Lafayette, Louisiana just this past weekend.
All right. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I got a friend who totally believes Trump is in bed with the Proud Boys. Does he? That Jay guy is the
Tell
biggest...
him that the Proud Boys, the international leader of the Proud Boys is kind of Hispanic and black.
Yeah. Well, Matt explained it all the other night. You know, it started as a joke and so forth, and I guess it caught on, but I missed the Stephen thing. What the hell would he apologize for? It's over with. I'm not talking about it anymore. He was manned up, and it's all good. That's it. We move on. And I'm gonna tell you something. He didn't take long to do it. So you know what? We're not gonna. There's nothing more to talk about, Woody. It wasn't anything. It's fine. Okay, why are you nervous about the Grandmaster J there, Jolene? You still haven't answered my question. Is it because you haven't drank enough beers? What is it? Tell me the truth. Roberto, you need to get some new friends. I don't know. Sounds like the ones you had are funny as hell. Not fucking around coalition, haven't met the don't give a fuck coalition. I think the protests are dying off. Not in Portland. Portland are going for over 120 nights, so they just arrested some people last night. Hawaiian nickname is Tiny because he's giantly large. Okay. They lost the North Dakota line. Well, happy for you, Robert. Eric Driver, I started to fix Gorilla, but said Warilla. That's scary. Yeah, because they shoot each other. Oh, do they? Oh, those are the ones. Okay. I know you're talking about now. Yeah, they were the ones that got into the thing with the guns and everything, and then they ended up shooting each other accidentally, supposedly. Could have been a drive-by. I don't know. Yeah.
So they had another one. Another one got shot yesterday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, nobody got shot. That was in Lafayette, Louisiana. That's only like 45 miles south of me. I don't know who the gun shooter was, and I heard this on the radio coming home today from work, but they claimed it was an accident.
Yeah.
But they shot twice.
Yeah.
Shot, and then waited 3 seconds and shot again, and then somebody fell to the ground acting like they got shot. So it was all on purpose to start some shit.
I see. Jolene says, because so many blacks are trying to follow him and he talks shit about killing us. Let him talk shit. Let him. Let him. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You know, I saw a post from Billy the other day. He asked all his followers if anybody had stolen a Joe Biden sign out of somebody's yard. And one lady on his feed actually said, I would never do that. That's disrespectful. You don't steal other people's stuff. I was like, wow. She actually has some sane people following him. So, love Tiny, a really good guy. Okay. Well, I'm not a joiner. I'm not going to be in any groups. I don't really give a shit about the Proud Boys one way or the other. I think that in the end, with the rallies all these groups want to have to get their name out there and be famous and shit, I think that they cause more problems than they're worth. I do. Proud Boys show up anywhere. I mean, in Portland, they show up in Portland, and the governor puts out a state of emergency. The goddamn place been on fire for 110 nights, and she finally puts out why? Because some right-wing group shows up. It's not. What good is it? Let's see. Threatened to shoot white people. He's allowed to say that on Facebook Live. Well, of course he is. Why does that surprise anybody? Why would that surprise anybody? I know Antifa. Proud Boys are a new one in any consequence. No, they're not. They've been around for a while, and their name is out there, especially after Trump mentioned it. White Owl up on their bottom drawer so low. Head of Proud is a black. Yeah, I get it. I know. Proud Boys are peacekeepers. Yeah, no, they're not. They go there to get a reaction from the other side. Any conspiracy theories on how Trump caught the China flu? Be happy to know there's many up here wearing MAGA hats and flying the flag. Cool. Too bad they can't vote down here.
I saw a guy had a sign in his garage, like a big, 4x6 Trump banner, but he had it hanging on the inside of the garage. So
Yeah.
when he closed it, nobody would be able to get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It said Trump 2020, and in the middle it said no more bullshit.
Yep. 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 That's what we should do, Larry. We should have an agreement between our two countries. We get to vote in your election, you get to vote in ours, and we'll have conservative people all over the damn place. Well, guys, I have read enough depressing news tonight. Does anybody have anything good to say? Otherwise, I think we're going to call it quits, because I hear Matt, and he sounds like he's getting weak.
Yeah, I'm just fucking beat, man.
Yeah.
I was up all night.
Yeah.
Literally.
Matt had food poisoning yesterday, so anyone's ever had that knows it's not something you sleep through for sure. You can, but I certainly don't recommend it. So.
No, believe me, I know.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation.
No.
Now, I can say, Jerry, Jasmine finally saw an actual doctor today.
Well, holy crap, it's about fucking time.
Who took her case. Now, they're still battling with her previous dickhead doctor to get her medical records. So we're going to see what happens there. But
what do you
she
got?
got examined, and then she's going to go back to the hospital, get all of her blood work done again, since they've been fighting to get her medical records. But at least it's a step in the right direction here.
Yeah, listen, what are you going to have to do? Sue this asshole to get medical records?
I'm guessing, because I thought there was now a law passed that all this shit has to be entered online and every damn doctor can share that shit. There's a system that does that.
Yeah.
Well, this dude's just being a dick.
Yeah.
Now, he claimed he would share it, but he hasn't all this time.
Yeah, and if the next thing you hear is we can't find him, you need to go, I'll come up there, we'll go stomp some ass.
Yeah, that dude. I mean, he tried to lie and say he hadn't seen her since 2015.
Yeah.
He gave birth to her last baby in 2016.
Yeah. Well, so, we will overcome this moron somehow, or she will. You will. You're gonna send Bosco after him. Tell him, he has to go to a funeral, and then put him in the bathroom. That'll teach his ass.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. Do that. All right. Well, that's something shit. I will be putting out the GoFundMe tomorrow on my page. Also, the her PayPal. I can do that now, actually. Now everybody left. Okay, hold on. Don't leave. I'm putting shit up here. Got to get here. Get that going. I'll put up the links. Guys, please give. All right. I don't even know what to say. I've made videos. I've done this. I get it, and not everybody's got $1 million, but shit. All right, hold on. I'm getting this. I'll just put up the PayPal. That's actually, I think, the easiest way. Most people have a PayPal. If you don't, I will put up the other one. So here is the, let's see, here's the PayPal. Got to put it in the thing here. Paste. El Chato. When Hot Rod went to the doctor about a lump under his arm, he was told to keep an eye on it. Thank God he got a second opinion. It was stage 4 lymphoma. Okay, so there's her. Or I have the GoFundMe here. I will get up in a second. We'll see. Come on. And this is the GoFundMe. We are done. I'm just putting these up. For those who didn't hear, Jasmine finally got to a doctor, the newest one. The old doctor is dragging his feet on sending over medical records and so forth. So, you know, they see Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I hope that everybody will join us. Matt, do you have any last dying words?
Well, I'm just wiped out. I gotta sit down.
All right, take care, Matt.
Take a load off.
Yeah, take care, man.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, feel better, man. Feel better.
Yeah. Take care, Matt.
Yeah. For those of you who've never had
Get some rest.
food poisoning, do everything you can to never get it. It's bad. It is. Anyway, these are the 2 links. So give till it hurts. Nick, any last words?
Any little bit helps. Much appreciated.
For those
Love
of you
guys.
For those of you who may not know, Jasmine is actually Nick's daughter, so it's not like this is somebody nobody knows. So anyway, appreciate everybody came by and commented. We will talk to everybody Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. Either here or YouTube. Nobody watches on YouTube. Get about 1 view. It's fun. Anyway, we'll see you all next time. Please stay vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Always remember, it's amazing what you can do when you have no other choice. On behalf of Matty K and Nikki Young, bid you a very good